Oh, that is just the ponciest hair, eh? I need to get a haircut. I feel like I'm like an Arab, like wedding video or something. Anyway, so this is where we cannot go. Now, for the people out there that are like talking about, they get mad, say they have family members that are like special forces or like people that are in like tech. Sorry, it's just dry skin. It happens. But people in tech and go, why can't you say anything like Rolly said or Rolling 99? See, this is where this gets dangerous. See, like I know nothing in tech, and people like saying the Rangers or Delta or SAS or like French special forces, people in like CIA or MI5. Um, they know there's a problem out there, and they know that something bad is out there, and not knowing but saying something, and especially people and sorry guys, I forgot the whatever. I'm human. I have dry skin right now, so like I don't really care. This isn't freaking P Diddy's freaking tryout video over here. I wouldn't want to be in it even if it was, because finally people got sick of this crap. So what I'm saying is, for people, you can't really get mad at guys in like the Navy SEALs and stuff because, or like, and go, well, why aren't you being like rolling 99? Listen, they know that there's something bad out there. They know that there's something evil out there. They know that they've had a bunch of their buddies die in a helicopter crash. They probably have friends that have said stuff and just ended up disappeared in debt. It reminds me of what's the book? Gotta check the time up there. Uh, what's his name? Machine Gun Preacher, and his buddy was doing stuff in Sudan too, and he got pictures of northern Sudan that had weapons come from America, and he was gonna put them online or something like that, or he did, and they're like, "You better cease and desist." Someone sent him some nasty stuff, and then he's like, "I think people are trying to kill me." He wasn't sure, and then like Machine Gun Preacher said he was just dead later because he found evidence that weapons were being supplied in northern Sudan, and that's unfortunately it's not old news if that's your husband or your family member. But when you know there's something out there, and like for me, like I know nothing on the internet, and if you know things about the internet, like you know it's just like a black web, and you know, especially if you the more rich you are, the more higher you up, rich and tech wise. Even if you're poor and you're good at tech and you're good at figuring what sort of tech it is, like you're gonna shut up. And now it's like it feels like I know exactly these people are good at playing people's emotions. They want to have like the guys that are like in MI5 and the police and all these guys. They're using their manliness and testosterone as a thing to battle me, because they're like, "Oh, you didn't do it, bro," and then half the time it's bull. You know what I mean? Someone just saying it to someone they know because they're getting paid for it. You're not like Roman 99. Wish I had a Roman 99. Or, you know what I mean? Something stupid. You know what I mean? So like when it comes down to it, after all these years, is it's just a figure of like just a mess of all these people that know what they're doing. They're lying, cheating. I know damn well that for you guys in the States and like the Rangers and all that stuff and SAS and special boat services and out in England and Australia and New Zealand. When the terrorist guy, their Indian bomber, someone shot him. I'm not joking you because as soon as he got a chance to be evil again, someone blew him away because he was being evil again out in Surrey. every single person. And if you were watching that day out in New West, one of you guys must have. Because I was walking past the Safeway in New West, where I told that guy to beat it because he's talking to an 11 and 12-year-old. And they're talking to him right back. Like they wanted to go to his place and sleep with him. But that's 11-year-old brain and a 12-year-old brain. You're 47 and you're yellow looking. You know what I mean? They were all on their phones looking like this. And they looked at me and I'm like looking at them. Like there was like 40 of them. They all stopped in mid stride and they looked at their phone. They're looking at each other all scared. I'm like, haha, what happened? One of your heroes get killed, eh? I'm like looking at them. I'm like, so one of you guys got killed, eh? And then later on, I found out the Air India bomber got shot. And they retaliated. They killed 3 young guys that were like teenagers. That's what they do. But the thing is, these guys here, so they're using your guys' manliness to like counter my manliness, and it's stupid. Especially if you know that there's psychos out there willing to do certain things. Now we know as a collection of people around the world that most of these people are low-level scumbags working together for a rich, high-level rich scumbag. Until we say, I'm not asking for like parades and stuff. Just go in. And I was in the SAS. That guy out in Canada, Rolly Michael Dacu, Rolling 99, telling the truth, man. Everything he said, I verified, looked it up as much as I could. Besides meeting a real gang task force Mountie, and he's telling the truth. People are out of control, and it's not that I'm tougher or better. I just watched a bunch of people start behaving oddly in the city I grew up in, and it's not like I'm better than you or you know what I mean, or this and that, or like, yeah, it hurts that I didn't go to the army. That is something that hurts. I didn't go to the army, but you know what I mean. It was meant to happen. So for guys around the world, I'm not tougher than you. I spent a long time of having to deal with people trying to murder me. And it's a sad life. Like always having your hand in your coffee and your tea. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I'm a little shy, and so that's why I pulled the camera away because I have a bit of belly and stuff. It's like, but whatever. I'm only human, right? And you guys, you men around there, I'm no better than you. But it's our voice and saying, hey, I don't like not knowing who's being bad in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have friends that have kids that have been terrified. I don't go to Stanley Park at nighttime. I mean, I will. I'll go down there tonight, and I'm gonna tell you, they'll probably go and hide, or they'll put the freak show on. I mean, I've gone there with my girlfriend, and the freak show was on. Guys cackling and wearing masks and all sorts of stuff. It's like, but I don't like it when that sort of group of men and women work together. And I'm not saying for you guys in the forces that I'm tougher or anything like that. I saw odd behavior, and I just said, I just put this online, and it just didn't stop. And it took a long time to figure out like how intricate the phone is and stuff. Because I do stuff by touching and feeling. I don't know nothing about the internet. Like I can barely paste and stick. But then I heard when I'm on the phone, I heard the vibration from the phone going. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, they're doing something with the vibration thing to like. So then I would have to touch everything, and then it would load quicker. And other times I would just go in the name of Jesus Christ, please load this, and then load it up like that. 'Cause I'm a Christian. And then to the Christians that don't want to admit that, like, I'm a walking testimony of Jesus healing somebody, and that's their testimony. You can't have people that are doing that. I know we all know around the world that is bull. And to Mark Carney, you're a very nice man. I think you're a great, nice, kind individual. But right now, we need someone that's gonna like yell and scream and say, no more pestering around, no more pandering around on the internet. And to the big guys out there, go sit with your team. Go, yeah, man, that not bad for a guy that knows nothing about the internet. Pretty good job, Rolly. And thankfully, I'm in like one of the safest places in the world, unless you're out somewhere dark. And thankfully, I had a lot of like good people, men and women, saving my life. Like I couldn't tell you how many times like we have no guns here, so it's like it's really up to like caveman fighting, and thank God God made me part native and Finnish, and I could take a beating, and then I don't feel like taking beatings anymore. I don't want to get beat up anymore. I'm tired of it. Like I don't want to get beat up and hurt anymore, man. It's getting old. Like the last couple of beatings I took were like, you know what I mean? Like they're just getting like, I don't know, they're training guys to hit punching bags, and then I become like, like the person that gets like, I say one wrong thing and they've been stewing on it for 3 freaking months. The next thing you know, I get my face pounded in. I don't like it. You know what I mean? The one guy that was supposed to be my buddy out in Victoria, got my teeth fixed and stuff. I seen him, and then this is his face. Like, hey Adam, how's it going? Smile at him, my face, my teeth are all fixed. He's like, you need some money for like, to like get a hoot or some down or something. He's like, all right, see you later. You know what I mean? Like, and guys out there, it's not about who. This isn't a hero crown. This isn't who's the biggest, baddest guy in the world. This is about people that are incredibly sneaky. Like sneakiness, like there's got to be a new word for like sneaky is pretty sneaky, but these people like I'm not joking you like the things they do together and the way they work. It's like the amount of like what they're like, and the thing is now we have all these people around the world that are acting like this. They don't even need bosses anymore. They learned how to like do this. So it comes up to our men, and yes, I need to be. Someone has to be. A group of men and women have to go listen. Rolly in Canada is telling the truth. There's just too many sneaky people around. He's showing you what's happening in his neighborhood, and it's happening in our neighborhood. They took my truck from underneath my nose, man. I even had like like the gate locked and barred shut, and they still got it. And it's like and you guys and like you manly man of all like boxers, fighters, anybody that's manly like me, don't let this beat you up. It's just the way things are. They're incredibly sneaky, and like I said, I've been dealing with this sort of thing for a long time. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to be able to hang out and go like watch movies, or I want to learn. I like to go like a dream for me would be to go see Paris Island or do the ranger training. You know what I mean? Like as a photographer, meet guys that have like write books and stuff, and guys that have done things. Mountain climbers, guys that are like great guys that know how to work on like hearts. Like people that know how to like take hearts apart and re-put them back together. Trauma surgeons, pilot. You know what I mean? It's like we're digressing because we're so scared that we're human. We've all watched something on the internet, and people using the prone position against us, like they're using our personal time. We're all human, and that is a very personal time. The washroom and being prone when you're thinking you're by yourself, male or female, transgender. You know what I mean? Like that's a big breach of privacy. So anyway, so you guys and girls out there, I'm not tough on you. I just like I've had a ton of help, and like this thing's got to end. Uh, and these people are just they're hidden until we start demanding justice and who's doing this in each city. And then it's like Rolly from Canada, Rolly Michael Dacu, Roland 99. Like it's like I'm just in a safe place that one day things are just acting really strange. I'm like, what's going on? Anyways, I love you guys. So don't let them play us. Like, someone please is gonna have to like say that I told the truth so we can move on because the internet's clogged. I didn't even know about Maui. Poor Maui. Like people died in their cars from the fire. And you know what I mean? Like we didn't even know about that. I didn't know about it until like 2 days ago. And that's not allowed. And that's why I have a global hashtag. Thank you to the good people here because we just want to be good, man. Leave us alone. Let us go dance, and you're not allowed to control us through fear. I love you guys, and remember, Jesus is our savior. He's our compadre. He's the guy that keeps us safe. So like, I'm really hoping that a group of people. I don't care. Get 300 to 400 people. Just say, hey, Roy from Canada, Roll 99. He said the truth, man. Look how people are behaving. That's it, man. And keep saying it over and over again. Like, I want to live normal. I want to be able to go and travel. Like, what's the point of traveling if you just know it's just going to be the same group of people waiting for you?